Top of the morning, just getting ready for the New York Open. Trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my life next. I'm trying to decide between going back to the West Coast, going to Thailand and Bali again, and or a European vacation. My main goal is to try to be inspired enough to do a live stream, to feel like I'm living some kind of awesome life that I actually enjoy enough to share. I've been feeling pretty good, pretty content, but also there's just something missing. There's this higher purpose itch that I just really need to scratch. I need to have a little bit more Crazy Dave in my life, a little bit more MonkeyMan, a little bit more adventure and excitement. But I do love all the sleep I've been getting on the East Coast. I love waking up in the morning to trade. So that's what's going on in this video. I've got an amazing new setup. I'm pretty sure I've got the final version of this new indicator. I did not plan to make this new indicator. It came through the heavens directly from hot chocolate. I was drinking hot chocolate one day, and all of a sudden I had this vision, something I've never seen anywhere before. Just came out of nowhere. I had to make it. I've been testing it the past week or so. It's been blowing my mind. So I'm not going to get into it in this video, but hopefully soon I'll do an introduction video. I'll probably put these templates up in the MMT templates that include the new indicator. I've got a 5-minute chart, a 1-minute chart, and a 60-minute chart. I've got the flow stack on the chart, printing all these delta numbers for the NQ and the ES. I've got the ultimate delta histogram, which is also painting the inside of the candles, different colors depending on the strength of the delta. The outlines are being painted by the flow stack. It's looking for alignment between the NQ and the ES with both delta and the Heikin Ashi. I've got some different divergences on the 60-minute chart and also the 1-minute and the 5-minute chart from the trend and reversal, looking for divergence of the momentum of the SMA and also cumulative delta divergence. You can see on the 60-minute chart, when these popped up, very nice move to the upside. Got some popping up again. We're right at S1 pivot. We've got some divergence here on the 1-minute chart. Gonna go for a little pre-market long there. I closed out because we're approaching the 20 SMA here, and I usually don't trade pre-market. And I would have much rather gotten this trade down here at S1 pivot. But we have positive delta coming in on the NQ and the ES. I've got the divergences set to calculate on price change. So I imagine they're going to pop up a lot more on the 60-minute chart. When you look back in time here on this chart, this is what the divergences look like calculating on bar close. I'm definitely factoring that in. I'm never taking a signal just because it appears. Factoring in a lot of different things. This dark gray background, this is when volume is drying up. When it's transparent, that means the volume is increasing. So back here on the 5-minute chart, we had volume drying up. And then when the volume started increasing again, we got this transparent background. We had to move to the downside, and that move continues with the continued increase of volume as price is moving down. The dark gray background is being printed by the trend and reversal. It's the trend flow feature with the volume as an input. Got all these short signals on the 5-minute. Right at the open, we just dropped down 25 points. The short signals continue to pile in on the 5-minute. And the 1-minute just dropped another 20 points after the close of this candle. Wow, look at the delta on the 1-minute. 3,500 on the 1-minute for the ES. That's pretty crazy. We just dropped another 20 points after the close of that 1-minute candle. That's wild. All right, volume is drying up on the 1-minute. Got the dark gray background. I need to look at some higher time frame levels. There's my 4-hour chart. Holy sheep shit. We just broke below the lows on the 4-hour. I've already got 222 days. I'm going for 365. So I've got this special tool which is coming out soon as well, I hope. It allows me to draw a line on a chart, and you see it pops up on every other chart that has global drawing objects enabled. Oh, we got some more down here. Draw another line there, and down there. The MMT Super Doodle coming out at some point. I've been focused on so many other things in life. All right, we got some long signals. We got an 8 washout. I got the polarity washout signals on the chart. We got some double divergence. We have no key levels in the way though. We're kind of right at the 50 level. Maybe we'll get a hold up here. As we've been coming down, volume has been drying up, so there's a chance. And there we go. There's the pop up. Well, if I hadn't been looking at higher time frame levels, might have been able to catch this bounce long. We just bounced up over 50 points. So the idea with this setup, I got the bigger candles, you can more easily see the delta, and I'm really focusing the structure of each candle and trying to focus on the more recent candles. I want to be paying attention to body size and wick size. I need to move these arrows up out of the way to get them out of the way of the flow stack numbers. We've been chopping for the past 6 minutes or so. Hardly any new volume coming in. You can see we've had this dark gray background for quite some time, so waiting for something exciting to happen. I got into a long intra bar here. We had a lot of positive delta coming in on both instruments. We had the volume picking up. The background went transparent. Bigger volume started coming in. We started getting way too much hang up here at pre-market center, so I hopped out a little bit early, but we are continuing to push up here. So the delta and the volume started coming in here. We started to push up, then the volume started drying up. We started getting some divergences. We had point of control up into the wicks of these two candles, and now we just dropped down over 60 points. But check out these magical mystical symbols on the 5 minute so far this morning. Nice up signals, nice down signals, nice up signals. They're rocking on the 1 minute too. We had some 10 o'clock news that just came out, kind of whipped around a little bit, popped up a little bit. Right before the news, I got into a long. We came down to this 4-hour level that I drew. We're getting some hold up right around this level. Had a bunch of long signals pop up on the 5 minute intra bar a minute or two ago. Had some special mystery long signals on the 1 minute appear as well as a lot of divergence building up. The divergence signals I have set to calculate on price change, so there will be a lot more divergence signals. The new mystery signals I've got calculating on bar close on the 1 minute, and then I still have them calculating on price change on the 5 minute. But for the 1 minute, I wanted to put them on bar close so I just didn't get too many signals. On the 5 minute, they seem pretty chill, even when calculating on price change. So I got a couple mystery signals, and I've got a polarity washout signal to the upside that all appeared a few minutes ago, getting a nice push up. I just took a long here as we pulled back to the 20 SMA. We had a lot of positive delta on this 5 minute candle right as we were pulling down to the 20. 2300 positive delta on the ES. So I went for a long there. I hit the market close button when I was up around 6 points. I'm not sure exactly what it filled me at, but we just got a 50 point pop up from the 20 SMA here. Just got into a nice short here. We had some divergence building up. Got some magic reversal signals here. I just grabbed around 7 points. I wanted it to dump right away because look at the delta on the 5 minute. Still pretty dang strong on both instruments with bullish delta. We got about 10 minutes to go until 10:30. Still below the 250 SMA, so I'm going to be watching that. There's been no new signals on the chart on the 5 minute besides this candle back here. When we get the mega signals to the upside, we've been getting a nice steady push up, but there's been no new volume coming in as we're making this move up. The background is still the dark gray. See, we're getting another push down now. More delta divergence intrabar, negative delta across the board on the flow stack. These yellow triangles, this is cumulative delta divergence being printed by the trend and reversal indicator. I'm using cumulative delta as an input series for the trend and reversal. The trend and reversal can measure the trend, reversal, and divergence of just about any indicator. Definitely the Swiss Army knife of the MMT indicator collection. Some of the most popular MMT indicators include the ultimate delta, the trend and reversal, the ultimate Heiken Ashi, the flow stack, the ultimate POC, the key levels, probably some others too, but those are the ones that come to mind. Got about 3 minutes to go until 10:30. We're already starting to get the drop off that I was looking for. Up right around 50 points again. Seems to be my average almost every day. 1 hour of trading, 50 points. Be cool if I had 25 or 30 accounts that I was copy trading. Or if I just grabbed some 150K accounts and started trading the minis. Be up $1,000 per account. $5,000 a day, that sounds pretty good. I just got into my last trade of the day. The time is 10:31. So we had already gotten the drop off that I was looking for. We got a special magical mystery signal on the 5-minute intra-bar. We're right down at this 4-hour level that I drew earlier. And then on this candle close, got a couple of magical mystery signals. We got double divergence. We have positive delta coming in on both the NQ and the ES. So I went for a long there. We just popped up 20 points. I got my full 10-point fill. And now we're getting more of a 10:30 directional move to the downside. There are links to all of the MMT indicators in the description. Anyone that's out there using code MonkeyMan at Lucid, Apex, Take Profit Trader, Tradeify, TradeDay, you're the best. Thanks so much for your support. I wish you best of luck in your trading. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.